It's Pixar's world, and we're all just living in it. Or at least that's how it feels walking out of any of their movies. The studio has proved time and again that it has complete control over its audience's emotional spectrum. And with The Good Dinosaur coming out on November 25th, Pixar will surely get our tear ducts working again. In anticipation of that release, here's a look back through the 11 most devastating, tear-inducing, and generally heartbreaking moments in Pixar's films. Grab your tissues now. Finding Nemo grabs you by the heartstrings from its opening scenes and doesn't let you go all the way through the moment it seems like Marlin will abandon Dory. You can't abandon Dory. She's voiced by Ellen frickin' DeGeneres. After Merida accidentally turns her mother into a bear, the pair grow much closer as they try to find a way to turn Queen Eleanor back into a human. The story does eventually have a happily ever after, but nothing is more devastating than the few moments where Merida doesn't think her cure has worked and believes Eleanor will be stuck in bear form forever. When the emotion that controls your happiness suddenly gives up hope, you know you're in for a rough go of it. Having joy understand why sadness is important to being a well-rounded person is a huge plot point for Inside Out, but that doesn't make watching her lose her shine any easier. Wally rebooting after being crushed? Happy moment. Wally rebooting and not retaining any of the personality traits that made him so special? Heartbreaking moment. Fortunately, this movie has a happy ending, as it only takes a few tense minutes for him to reload properly and live happily ever after with Eve. Toy Story 3 should have been given the subtitle Roller Coaster of Emotion, because that movie provided one gut punch after another until it was over. Its climax where, for a moment, you believe with Woody, Buzz, and the rest of Andy's toys that they might all die together in an incinerator is one of the most hard-to-watch scenes Pixar has ever delivered. Fortunately, things don't actually go that terribly, but the toys coming to terms with their own end is hard to get past. The ending of Monsters, Inc. is pretty bittersweet when Sully has to say goodbye to his human BFF Boo, seemingly for the last time. While seeing the tears in his eyes as he closed her closet door was sad, it was her lack of understanding of his departure that made the scene so brutal. Leave it to Pixar to suddenly make you regret every toy you outgrew thanks to Toy Story 2's gorgeous and heartbreaking flashback to how Jessie was abandoned by her human. The studio even got Sarah McLachlan to sing the Randy Newman song When She Loved Me over the scene to really ratchet up how emotional it is. Though Andy giving his favorite toys to Bonnie is technically a happy moment, the scene plays very bittersweet in Toy Story 3. Fans grew up with Andy just like Woody and the rest of the toys did, so to have this passing of the torch moment where Andy not only plays with the toys for the last time, but finds them a new happy home contains, for lack of a better term, all the feels. Who's your friend who likes to play? Combining Pixar's trend of making you feel guilty for saying goodbye to your childhood friends with creatures sacrificing themselves for the sake of the greater good, Bong realizes that the only way for Joy to get back to Riley's headquarters is by being forgotten himself. Cue the waterworks. Talk about a traumatizing opening sequence. After establishing the happy family of Marlin, Coral, and their batch of eggs, a shark comes in and eats all but Marlin and baby Nemo. This tragedy frames the entire movie, but that doesn't make it any easier to stomach. No pun intended. When it came time to see Up, everyone was ready for the balloon house, the cute dog, and the excitable Boy Scout. No one was prepared for the opening scene, which was essentially a short film about Carl's romance with Ellie through the end of their life together. Like Coral's death in Finding Nemo, this death frames the rest of the movie, but also feels like an exercise in Pixar proving just how much they control our emotions.